Welcome to the August studio vlog. Today is gallery walk and I need to do so much shit today. If you can hear that in the background, that is the video that's supposed to go up today, rendering. I rendered it yesterday and the audio was actually noticeably worse in the render than in the original, and the audio was already not great. So we're fixing it. Also, last vlog, a lot of my clips were not there. I think it's still a pretty good vlog, but there were things where as I was editing it, I was like, oh, there was supposed to be something here. I definitely filmed a clip talking about this thing or that thing, and it just wasn't there. Whoops. Don't know what happened. Don't know what happened, but it is what it is. I need to iron so many clothes, I need to pick out an outfit, I need to get that video up and give it a thumbnail and all of that. I've got a lot to do today. Why do I keep filming cutting off my head? And I totally forgot to mention, I'm like trying to sew a shirt before tonight. If it gets done, it gets done. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But I am trying to resize a shirt before tonight, so you know, normal, sane things to try to do before an event. Alright, I don't have the microphone plugged in because I can't plug it in right now. My phone is almost dead. But today is gallery walk, and the theme, the outfit theme for today is 60s. So I'm gonna do my best. It was a little hard to research this because there's so much overlap between the 60s and the 70s. In menswear in particular. It's much more obvious with women's wear. So I'm putting on the sailor's pants that I have because they're kind of bell-bottom-y, bell-bottom adjacent, although I'm not going to do them up because then I won't be able to tuck in the shirts I'm going to be trying on because I have a couple of options. Option A and option B. I apologize for what the lighting is doing. I don't have a lot of control over it. It's not done. This is the ugliest hem in the world, probably. But considering how I did it, it's actually not that bad. I wanted to keep the sleeve puff as much as possible in the arm, and in doing so, I have given myself puff sleeves at the shoulder, which I'm not super pleased with, but let's try this on, and we'll try it with the vest, and we'll see how it looks. Yeah, the puff sleeves are kind of a lot. I ironed them so they would be a little less dramatic. They don't stand up as much, they were sticking up. I definitely have an advantage with the 60s prompt because my hair is so 60s. My hair and beard situation is very, very late 60s. It's a shame I don't like the Beatles. Not just because they're fucking unavoidable. So if I do this, I've got the shirt tucked in to the pants, which is kind of a lot, but it is what it is. The sizing of this was so weird. I got it because it was linen and an incredible color, but it said that the size was a size 3 when it was clearly like at least a 2XL, and the cuffs were huge, and so was the neck hole. It was like big enough to fit my head through it. So I don't know what sizing scheme it was following, but it was weird. Alright, here is the waistcoat. I made it from a old vintage shirt. Now, you would have seen me explain the entire idea behind this in the last vlog, except that footage disappeared. Gone. Poof. Don't know where it went. So, but I did show you me sewing up the collar. I finished up the sleeve holes, the arm holes, not the sleeve holes. And I thought it would in particular look good with this shirt, with the colors of this shirt. Now, the only problem I'm thinking of is the collar. I could just do this over it and ignore it. Actually, yeah, that looks fine. Okay, we're just going to acknowledge that it's dark because it's easier for me to fix it if it's dark. This is a little bit like 60s, 70s medieval revival kind of situation. We've got the stand collar that was very, very popular. That's not what it's called. Mandarin collar? Whatever. That was very, very popular back then. We've got some like big medieval sleeves. We've got some medieval vibes going on. I'm not sure I like this with the pants. I don't think I like that though. Like I could tuck the waistcoat in, but you don't tuck waistcoats in. You don't. This is why I think, aside from them just being kind of ugly, I think that the waistcoat corsets that are kind of popular for menswear are really stupid, because a waistcoat goes over your pants and a corset goes under your clothes. So you end up with a garment that can't go under your pants but can't go over them, and it just leaves this sliver for your shirt to puff out and look stupid. Anyway, I think this is a bit much. I'm not happy with the sleeves. I was rushing it. I don't like the sleeves. I think I need to change how I've done the sleeves. I don't think I'm feeling this. It's a little bit hot. The sleeves are a little bit short. I might consign this actually. I don't like wearing polyester. This is just like, it's so thin. You can literally see my skin through it, but it's so warm. I put it on and my temperature instantly jumps like, ugh, it's a lot. Okay, trusty linen shirt. We're leaving it open by one button. Very important for looking like a 60s douchebag. And I do have two options, this one and this one, but we're gonna decide that later. I think it will be the orange one, but there is yellow on the ultimate accessory I'm planning on bringing. It's kind of nice to have the camera running while I'm getting ready, because I can keep an eye on the time. I'm kind of disappointed I couldn't wear the blue shirt. Color was amazing. But I think I'm just gonna be happier without those enormous sleeves. Those need redone. Alright, shirt, done. I am considering the purple jacket. The purple jacket is awesome and would look amazing with orange or yellow. But I've got a real showstopper for the 60s theme. It might be a little more 70s, but again, a lot of overlap. This is a nifty little train suitcase, but I use it as a briefcase. Look at that. And it matches, kind of. There are definitely tones in here that match. So there's that. And then, oh my god, that orange is a twin. That is a perfect twin. I also have this yellow and navy one, but the yellow's not quite right. The golden yellow is close. It's very, very close. Actually, it's like a spot-on match. So like either one would work, but I do feel like this is more quintessentially 60s. I don't know if this is technically large enough to be an ascot. I think maybe they work better if they're a little larger. I would like to state for the record that even though I'm wearing an ascot tonight, I've always thought they looked kind of stupid. Tuck it in. I'm not gonna lie and pretend I'm the biggest fan. I look like a 60s founding father. Oh god. I'm gonna go eat dinner and think about this. I promise to show you my outfit in full later, but I have the perfect accessory to make this authentic, and it is Chelsea boots. These were popularized in the 60s. I promise I'll ask someone for help getting a clip of me in full. Alright, so today is the 6th, Thursday, and I'm considering going out later today to run some errands. I was going to do it this weekend, but, yes, hello, but I might be hanging out with a friend that day, and also one of the errands I want to run, that store is not open on the weekend, so that would be important. Say hi. Meow. So there's that. And then yesterday I sent off a sketch for the mural, which is finally moving. I sent off a sketch for the mural, see how they like it. I had not touched digital in such a long time, I forgot how rusty I am at it. That was a little stressful, I'm gonna be real, figuring out how digital works again. Also, I have a really, really old tablet, and it's a little uncomfortable because the pen has a cord. It's not battery powered, it needs to be plugged in at all times, and the cable is just kind of heavy and uncomfortable. Meow, meow, meow. So that was fun, but I got used to it eventually, and we had to, like, make some adjustments to sensitivity and things like that to make it more comfortable for me. But I got there in the end, and I do think I'm more prepared to do digital art in the future. Other things that have happened: I have finished the hat. Finally. Yay, hat. It is blocking right now. I have pulled it wider at the bottom because it's a fold-up brim, so I want it to fold up and not be too tight. And then this has been squished in a little bit. Very, very excited about this being done. Oh, last you saw this, but it wasn't finished. So it's finished now, and it's got all these nice little blips of color, and this is a massive part of why I use colored pencil with my watercolors, and it's that these tiny, tiny bits of color make the colors in the rest of it so much more intense. Just these outlines and these highlights of color, these tiny notches, make this, the watercolor, more intense, and I love that so much. Very pleased with how that painting has turned out. I do need to get that photographed at some point. Next month is September, so by the time you see this, my art will be up in the Jeanette Best Gallery Artist Showcase. It will be in the back. There's another thing I entered, just one piece, that I got accepted to, which will be happening at the same time. Honestly, I probably wouldn't have entered if I had, like, cognizantly realized, oh yeah, these are happening at the same time, because it feels a little weird now. It's like, oh yes, let me just get myself into this thing, this show, and also into another show happening at the exact same time in the exact same gallery. That just feels weird, but okay, whatever. But it was based around food themed art, so like it was called Banquet or something. I entered it because I already had a painting that kind of fit that description, so yeah. But returning to my original point, next month is September, and I need to frame a piece of work. I have almost all of the art I'm going to enter at first framed. Basically all set. I just have one more piece that I would like to get framed and ready, and then I'm good. But I would ultimately like to have more pieces ready, because this will last longer than a month, and it would be nice if I could have some stuff ready to trade out if they need it, or if I just feel like updating it. If something's not selling and it's been a long time, I might switch it out just to make it exciting. I would love to show Violet Ocean again, but that painting fell at one point, and the frame got damaged, so yeah. So I'll need to dig through my frame collection. Blah, blah, blah. Gallery walk went really well. All the people I would normally ask for help with filming my outfit were very busy, so I got my ride home to film it right before I went in to go to bed. So I did finally get footage of my outfit. I know I've not been very good about that, and I know that a lot of you like seeing my outfit, so a lot of you, I say as if the vlogs get almost any views. There are people who watch them, but not a lot. No, these don't get a lot of views. I am probably damaging my success on YouTube by publishing these at this point, because they don't perform well at all compared to my other videos, but it is what it is. Oh yes, okay, I remember. And then the other thing, I got a bunch of ponies for my birthday, and I filmed a whole clip showing off all of them. It disappeared as well, so I think I'll show them to you here kind of rapid fire. This one is new. I specifically really like these ones with the 3D cutie marks. Everyone else in my life seems to hate them and think they look like cancerous growths. I think they're really fucking cute. This one, I really like her. I love all of the ones that have this sort of opaque pink. I think it's really cool. I don't know why I like it so much. I like it. I think it's cool. I like the way it interacts with the light differently than the rest of the hair, where it's kind of like a transparent. Do you see that? Do you see the contrast between those? I think it's cool. This one is new. Peaches. Very cute. I like the yellow ones. The yellow ones make me happy. Her. She's new. I like her. She's new. I like her. She's got flowers all over. And again, that kind of opaque hair. I don't know why. I don't know what makes them different and special. I don't know why that happens, but I like it. That one, she's new. I like her hair color. It's a very nice shade of purple. This one, she's new. She's yellow. She's got a sparkly face. She's got sparkly hair. I like it. Her cutie mark is a little sparkly umbrella. This one, she's new. I saw her. I wanted her for a while because she's got a cactus cutie mark, which is super cute, but I didn't know that her hair is 2 different shades of green. I just didn't pick up on it in the online photos, but it looks super cool in person. This one, she's new. She has a 3D cutie mark and multicolored hair, which I braided, which I think looks super cool. And I think that white one up there is new, but honestly at this point I can't remember. But she smells like coconuts, very faintly, very, very faintly. Those are all of the new ponies. In case you were invested in my pony collection. I seriously doubt you are, but just in case. Guess what I just took a big sip of? Now this is pretty clean paint water, but it's paint water. I don't know what the fuck came over me just then. I have never done that before. Alright, so today is unfortunately a running errands day. If I could put it off, I would, but I'm currently in the middle of a couple of things. I have started a painting today, which is good. I'm experimenting with something. I hope it works out because I do really, really like the sketch for it, but I was debating filming this painting, turning it into a video, but I don't have time for that shit, and I really want to just make some fucking art. I'm currently fixing up a frame for a painting that needs to be delivered anywhere between today and 4 days from now. Yeah, I'm very on top of things. That's because the painting I'm delivering was already framed, but then I re-examined it and it needs reframed. This isn't going to cut it, so I'm fixing up a different frame to use that. I do think I'll finish getting the frame in usable condition today. I've got the first coat of paint. It needs to dry, like totally dry. Then it needs a sand, another coat of paint, and then a clear coat, just to make sure that the acrylic paint doesn't have that weird acrylic texture. Not nice. I think I'll need to frame it tomorrow, just to make sure that the paint has plenty of time to dry. But I do think I'll finish fixing up the frame today. Aside from that, I haven't been vlogging much, so I don't recall if I showed you this at all. But I did finish my hat. I haven't woven in any of the ends, but here's the hat. I think it looks pretty awesome. It fits perfect, which is great. Definitely makes me feel better about restarting it a million times. And it's reversible, so you can also wear it like this, which is pretty cool. I think I prefer it the other way, which is good because this neon yellow yarn is less itchy than the teal. So that puts the neon yellow yarn in contact with my forehead. I've got to deliver one piece of art for a group show. I've got to frame one or two more things for the Jeanette Best Artist Showcase, but I need those ready by the end of the month-ish. I think 28th or something like that. So I have a little more time for that. Other news, I have finally started working on the mural, which is exciting and weird. It's part of why I'm so is that I'm doing that and preparing all of this shit at the same time. So I went in the other day and I sketched it all out on the walls. I did the digital sketch a while ago. I projected it on the walls with a projector that they had, and I traced it for the most part. There was one part where I could not get the projector far enough away, so I just had to freehand it from the image, but that worked out fine. We're gonna go get paint for it, probably, I think it's tomorrow, I can't remember. I'll check the texts. And then we can start working on painting it. I'm gonna have like an assistant artist, feels so fancy, and that'll be good, and I'll be working on it about 3 days a week until it's done. Just because that's what works out with my schedule and with the business's schedule. Because it's a youth support coffee house, there are kids there a lot, and kids are loud and chaotic, so I'd like to time it to avoid the most busy times for children to be in the space, just so that I can concentrate and we don't have to risk children like falling over into a can of paint or something. I think that's everything. So this morning I've been spending a lot of time cleaning because the studio has like slowly been devolving into madness. A big part of that is that this was just filling up with like projects I wanted to do. All the stuff I needed for projects, I was like, oh, I want to do that. I don't have time for those projects. They're more complicated, they require more brain power than other projects. So I put all of that away. And now this box just has the hat, and I need to weave the ends in, so that's in there. A pair of mitts that are basically finished. I just need to do some embroidery and so on buttons. This tank top, which, again, the bulk of it is finished. I just want to fix a problem with it. And then one new project that is very simple. It is literally just lots of rectangles. I haven't done it yet, but I did just get this yarn for free. I really, really, really lucked out. There's a ton of it, and it's really beautiful. And I'd been thinking about making a project with something like this for a long time, so I did get it. And that's it. That's all of the projects in here. I put away the sweater because I'm not going to work on that until I feel like I can justify spending $30 on yarn to get one skein to finish the sweater. I don't know why that's such a big mental block, but it is. I'm really trying not to spend money right now. Other things I did, I've got this fabric that I wanted to make into a shirt, and I didn't have a shirt pattern for a long sleeve button down, so I made a pattern, and I cut out all the pieces here in this other fabric to test it out. This will be my mock-up, and the goal is a wearable mock-up, so long as nothing's too wrong with it, so long as it turns out nice, I will have 2 shirts by the end of this project. I just cut out all the pieces and ironed them, and this is from a bed sheet that I thrifted, and I just thought that the brown was a very nice color, and it's a nice sheet, and it's very similar fabric to this one, so it'll make a good mock-up for this especially. I'm working on this painting right now. I'm really enjoying how it's coming out. I've been having trouble concentrating, but when I do sit down and work on it, it feels like every step has just been super smooth sailing, so that's nice. I'm not done cleaning, as you can tell, but a lot has gotten done. This corner was an actual disaster. The floor was a disaster, so this is usable. This space is usable. I've hung up this cupboard so I can actually use the top of the dresser for stuff. I just need to clean. Clearly framing has taken its toll on me. The other day I delivered one painting for that group show that I'm doing, and it went great. Framing looked good. They said it looked good, so I just dropped that off. We are very, very close to the end of the month, and I have not been doing a very good job of vlogging. That's been because of kind of a combination of things. I've mentioned this before, I'm not home alone a lot anymore. I'm not alone very much, and it's very hard for me to vlog if I'm not alone. It's hard for me to talk to the camera if I'm not alone. I've been kind of busy with like really boring shit, like just emailing galleries to get stuff done, blah-de-blah, framing stuff that was already framed, just taking it out and redoing the framing. I've been sleeping like shit. Like, I've been sleeping really, really badly, and it's just made it very difficult for me to remember to do anything. I've been procrastinating a lot just because I've been spacing out because I'm so tired. And part of me is also just wondering, has vlogging run its course for me in terms of the monthly vlog? Like, I really, really enjoyed it for a good while there, but I just feel like at the moment my life is really boring. So I'm wondering if maybe I should stop doing the monthly vlogs soon. I wouldn't stop vlogging completely. I do enjoy the format for some videos, but I just wonder if maybe I should switch to doing them more occasionally, based around a project or a big thing, like, you know, if I get accepted to a gallery show and I want to do stuff for that, or setting up for like a shop launch whenever I get my shop ready. We have been working on getting the website done, but you know, vlogging that process, maybe if I have a large art project, vlogging that. Maybe I could even do craft vlogs if I'm not doing the monthly vlogs anymore. If you guys would be interested in that, let me know. I've been thinking a lot about quitting my phone, or trying to quit my phone. Like, it's hard. I use it for filming, I use it to take photos, obviously I take it out with me. And there are a couple of things I would still use it for, like, again, photographs and filming, but also it's kind of like my radio. I listen to audiobooks and music on it. So what I've done is I've downloaded YouTube Music and signed into like my regular YouTube account on my laptop. And I think I'm gonna delete YouTube, and I think that'll help a lot, because something I'll do is I'll just scroll YouTube when like my boyfriend will be at home and listening to something out loud, so I can't really watch YouTube. I can't use earbuds or headphones, they give me a headache, so I just won't watch anything, but I will scroll around and find like 50 videos to add to my watch later list. And that's not great. I also think staring at the tiny screen is really bad for my eyes. I think it contributes to headaches, so I think I'm gonna do that. I've already deleted Pinterest off my phone, so I think combining those two, I'll end up spending a lot less time on my phone overall, just naturally. But yeah, that's just what's been on my mind.